But at least when I knock
You
you
think
out,
I'ma
you can
go in there
say
and
I've got
I could
19
talk as
knockouts.
much shit
You
as I
can say
want,
I've got
huh?
more knockouts than 4
Now,
knockouts.
What's up, everybody? It is your girl, Jab Queen Boxer, and we are back for yet another one. So let's go ahead and get into it, baby. In this video, I will just give a breakdown of the fights that took place last night. Also, congratulate the boxers once again and let you know what I saw during the fights. So last night, as we all know, was the July 12th card with the double header. Um, Edgar Berlanga versus Shiraz, Shakur Stevenson versus William Zepeda. There was some undercard events that were pretty good as well. So overall, this weekend has been a wonderful weekend for boxing. I did do a 2-part live last night before the fights and then after the fights, just so that we can all react in kind of like real time. So those of you that missed it, I'll go over it briefly, just to kind of reiterate a little bit of what I said regarding the fight. So I was unable, unfortunately, to catch the David Morrell versus Iman Katayev fight, so my apologies. But I did start at the Subriel Matias versus Alberto Preo fight. So I'll give you guys a little bit of what I thought I saw during that fight. So first we'll do Matias. I thought he did a very efficient job with cutting off the ring early. He had some nice body shots. He got tired though to me in like round 5. He definitely needs to be a little sharper with like his his techniques a little bit. He leads with his head. He really was not respecting Preo's power, and he wasn't really throwing any hooks. But they had a pretty good exchange in round 10, and the fight was fairly back and forth. Now Alberto Preo, he did do a little bit of holding. I wasn't really feeling all of that. He set it off. He hit Matias to the body right out the gate. You know what I'm saying? Uppercuts through the high guard. He was doing a good job of like smothering some of the shots. He kept his hands really high, so I really wish that Matias would have went to the body a little bit more. He had a pretty good, I think it was like an uppercut round 10 or 11. Right, but if we're being honest, I really did think that Puel did enough to actually get the win. Obviously, the judges saw otherwise. So once again, congratulations to Subriel Matias. Now, for the next fight on the card, we had Shakur Stevenson versus William Zepeda. Initially, it was some nice body work from both right out of the gate. Zepeda was excellent, I thought, at cutting off the ring and really keeping Shakur in the corner to say, against the ropes. I really wish Shakur would have gotten off those ropes more. It was obvious Shakur was the faster, more skilled boxer, but Zepeda was very offensively aggressive. He had some nice uppercuts throughout the fight. I think it was like a right by Shakur in round 9 that was pretty good. I believe Shakur landed like the flashier punches, but Zepeda was definitely putting in the work. He had a good, I think, left uppercut and right hand. Shakur definitely needs to work on his head movement. But I will definitely say I was surprised to see him really engaging in this fight with William Zepeda. It is definitely a Shakur that I have not seen in a while. So I definitely will give him his props on that. I know he did say that he doesn't really fancy that sort of fighting style, or he's not really looking to get hit as much. And I can completely understand that. Obviously, when you retire from the sport, you want to be able to enjoy life and the, fruits of your labor for all the years that you put in that sport. However, I do feel like with more engagement, Shakur would definitely have more momentum in the sport. I think that he is obviously already recognized for his defensive skills, but letting his hands go more, I think would fare more in his favor. It would gain him a little bit more recognition, definitely more fans, because as we can all see, the performance last night, everyone is in love with it. So I think him showing, if he has that dog inside of him, letting that dog show is going to be more beneficial to him in the future. Possibly get him a headline event instead of the undercard event. Because, obviously that'll bring more eyes. And overall, I thought it was really a good showcase for Shakur Stevenson. So, congratulations once again, Shakur Stevenson, for a really good performance. And that brings us to our next fight on that card, which was actually the headline event, Edgar Berlanga and Hamza Shiraz. Now, when the fight between EB and Shiraz started, Berlanga seemed patient. They were both missing a lot. However, you could tell that Shiraz was the more technical boxer. He somehow had an ability to take some punches. There was a little bit of a low blow by Shiraz in the first round. Uh, Berlanga had a really good body shot. I believe it was round two. Uh, Berlanga started using his jab really well. It was a nice combination by Edgar Berlanga. You know, he. So it was a nice three-piece by Shiraz in round four that actually put Berlanga down twice. Right. So the winner of that card by KO in round five was Hamza Shiraz. So congratulations once again, Hamza Shiraz. I think, however, though, a lot of people are, I don't want to say reveling in Edgar Berlanga's defeat, but if we are being honest, Edgar Berlanga was talking a lot before this event. There was the press conferences. There was the interaction between him and Hamza. There was also the interaction between him and Oscar De La Hoya. Now, I get it. Edgar Berlanga, he's from New York. He's from the culture. The bravado is there. However, I do like Edgar Berlanga. So my advice would be to him to spend more time in the gym and less time in the jewelry store. Um, because it just did not appear that when the time came to
IQ,
back
great
up
legs,
all
great
that
jab,
talk, he
great
was
head
able
movement.
to do
He
so.
not fucking with me.
But
He
let's
don't
take a listen to
he not
some of
gonna
the
stand a
things that
chance, bro. I'm telling you.
happened,
Oh no,
some of the
you're
things that
not
were
doing
said
that,
between
bro.
him
I
and
promise you, I
Shiraz,
got my
and then
chin.
the
Yo,
end
bro, I got a
result.
truck to hit me in my chin, bro. You're not knocking me. I promise you.
Now lean back, lean back, lean back, lean back.